you know.
Like Mariah Carey just had this big $20 million, that's like a huge deal, right?
So you feeling that?
No, well, what I mean, I don't understand. What the public sees the word $20 million an album. Well,
let's see. Do you all think that's a good deal?
What? I mean, tell me why. I mean, what am I missing?
Oh, okay, let's do some math.
Okay.
If
do math like that?
Kinda. If you sign me,
Okay.
you sign me to a record company
Right.
or a record deal, let's suppose you have a record company.
Right.
How much would you give me? The album sells for $18, right? $18.
Whatever. Yeah.
All right. How much of that would you give me?
Well, I don't know how it works.
Well, no.
Half?
Half sound good? All right. Check this out. If I sell 1 million copies, I'm going to have $10 million, right? Roughly $10 million.
Right.
If I sell 2 million copies, I got $20 million. If I just sell 3 million copies, I got $30 million. Now who has the biggest record deal?
Oh, I see. Yeah, right. Okay.
Right? So Mariah kind of got screwed.
In business, nothing is coincidental, or you will be hearing who's losing money. In all of these situations, it's only the artist that's losing. Somebody makes big money. When these rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million.
Is a label signing an artist in good faith if you're taking a life insurance out on?
No, you're praying on his death. You're praying on making millions.
Katt Williams has been sharing a lot of valuable insights recently. However, his reaction to Foolio's murder and his claim that record labels profit from rappers' deaths or might even be involved in them is quite a bombshell. Katt's statements are usually well supported by evidence, but is this one a bit of a stretch, or is he onto something? Given that it's Katt Williams, we're going to explore this topic further and investigate whether record labels have any malicious intentions.
What are your thoughts?
Can you do that?
That's fucked up.
Can you do that?
Apparently, that's what he said on Academics podcast.
Damn. So if they put life insurance out on it, actually doing the killing too?
Yo!
The circumstances surrounding Foolio's move suggest that Katt Williams might be hinting at something significant. For context, Foolio was no stranger to controversy. He often took shots at others in his tracks. Notably, he made a diss track about 3 people who were killed and even danced on their graves in the music video.
Just ran with it. And I guess you were shooting some of the music videos in cemeteries?
Oh, I shot some at cemeteries. I shot some, like, in my hood. Like, I was shooting videos.
Not to mention that in one of those diss tracks, Foolio joked about one of the victims being killed on their birthday. Is it a coincidence that Foolio was taken out on his own birthday? We all know that rap music and violence often go hand in hand, and that gangster rap and drill are arguably the most dangerous genres of rap to be involved in.
Telling somebody the other day that to be a rap artist is the most dangerous job in the world.
Why you say that?
Wow, okay.
Why I say that?
Yeah.
It's more dangerous than going to war and not rap. Because you're always on defense. You don't know who's who. People can get right up on you and try to do something to you. You're always getting into beef. How many times we heard rappers, tour buses get shot up this week?
So it makes sense for labels to take out life insurance on artists. You just never know what could happen. It's not just the music industry. All industries take out some form of insurance on their employees. For example, Mariah Carey's vocal cords and J-Lo's booty are insured. Interview. But in an industry that is so exploitative in many other ways, one can't help but wonder. To get a clearer picture, we need to peel back all the layers of the onion. Who doesn't want to be rich? Don't act coy. You know you've scrolled through social media and seen the mansions with infinity pools, Kim K wearing yet another Balenciaga outfit, and Riri jetting off to an exotic holiday on her private jet and thinking, I could totally do this. Who wouldn't want a taste of the lifestyles of the rich and famous? But the truth is, that kind of lifestyle comes with a hefty price tag. What you see on Instagram is only part of the story. There's a whole lot more going on behind the scenes. Today, I'm going to smash the glass on those rose-tinted lenses they make us look through. Honey, you better believe that all that glitters is not gold. They can hold on to their fool's gold all they want and pretend that they've found the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but all that glitter won't fool us for long. There are cracks beneath the shiny veneer, and by the end of this video, it will all have come tumbling down. As the saying goes, even if a cage is made of gold, it is still a prison. And let me tell you, many of these stars must sing, like canaries when their masters tell them to. It's nothing but postmodern exploitation. That's just a fancy way of saying that the powers that be play a twisted game with the hopes and dreams of music artists. They dangle the carrot of fame and riches in front of them to trap upcoming stars into being pawns in their twisted game of chess. The music industry is cutthroat and feeds off the hopes and dreams of its victims like a parasite. They might pressure, trick, or leave them with no other choice. It's like an abusive marriage with no way out. Prince got straight to the point and called it slavery, warning new artists not to sign with record labels. But many cannot resist the promise of fast money, fast cars, and fast girls. They get drawn to it like moths to a flame, willing to do anything for a piece of that action. They are so blinded by the promises of the good life that they don't notice the fine print hidden in the glitter. Let's dig deeper into this bait and switch, where the promise of a soft life quickly turns into the reality of the ball and chain of fame. These record labels are savage beasts, able to sniff out raw talent with dreams bigger than the state of Texas. These young artists are often still in their teens. They want fame for the sold-out stadiums, chart-topping hits, and adoring fans. These are the ones that make for great signings. They are young, eager, and most importantly, naive. They are sold the fantasy of being catapulted into stardom, magazine covers, and all that comes with superstardom. It's a very seductive dream, and young artists crave it. Before you sign your life away on that dotted line, let me tell you a little about these record deals. They are not all sunshine and rainbows. If you look closer, you will begin to see the truth. It is all set up to benefit the label at your expense. I'm talking about royalty deals structured in such a way that you never see a reward for your hard work and talent. It is a system designed to squeeze every last drop of profit out of you and feed you scraps in return. There is no ownership of your masters, which means the label decides how your music is used. And let's not forget the hidden fees buried in the legal mumbo-jumbo. The price of fame is a whole lot steeper than you think. This is how young artists, especially young rap artists, get caught up in the dark underbelly of the music industry. And it isn't only young artists. More experienced and popular celebrities have gotten some really crummy deals. Taylor Swift serves as a cautionary tale about what can go wrong when you sign a contract at a young age. At the tender age of 15, filled with hopes, talent, and dreams, the naive Taylor Swift signed a record deal with Big Machine Records. She must have thought she had found the golden ticket and that life was going to be all her wildest dreams come true. For years, she poured her heart and soul into her music. It sounds so dreamy, doesn't it? Well, brace yourself, honey bunches, because here comes the plot twist. That's where the dreamy life of an artist ends. In her Tumblr post, Taylor reveals that she funded her first few music videos with the money she earned from performing. All that blood, sweat, and tears, and she didn't even own her work. Hold on, y'all, it gets worse. Although she begged for a chance to buy back the rights to her music, she was made an impossible deal. She could earn back ownership of her work one album at a time by creating new ones for the label. What in the hamster wheel is that? Such a bold way to keep her chained to the record label. It really makes you look at the name of her new album, The Tortured Poets Department, differently, doesn't it? All I can say to that is, yes, Queen, go and get back what is yours. And it's not just Tay-Tay who got duped by these suits at record labels. Remember when Kanye West went on a full-on Twitter outburst, calling his record deal modern-day slavery? He was talking about the 3 types of record deals that exist. A Vice expose on these deals revealed the shady practices that have gone on for decades. Let's unpack these deals. The 3 types of record deals are the standard royalty deal, the 50/50 deal, and the 360 deal. Artists under the standard royalty scheme, cough cough, I mean deal, get a fat wad of cash to make all their dreams come true. It sounds like a sweet deal, but it comes with a catch. This cash is an advance, which is just a loan. You have to use this money to make your recordings. In exchange, the label owns the recordings, known as the master tapes. This is where things get tricky. The label also gets a cut of the money your music makes, called royalties. Pay attention now. This percentage usually isn't generous. Let's say you are given an advance of $2 million and your album takes $200,000 to produce. That means you need to pay the label back $2.2 million before you see a single cent from sales or streams. This means that your album will need to make $11 million to pay back that loan. Now, the 50/50th deal. This is the deal you want to get, but not everybody gets this deal. You have to be a pretty big deal to score this setup. This is also known as the net profit deal. It's kind of like a joint business venture. The label fronts you some money, you produce the album, and when the album begins making money, you split the profits 50/50ths. To make money, the initial loan must be paid back. Only then does the profit sharing begin. Sometimes that split can be 50/50ths. Sounds sweet, right? But if we've learned anything, it's that there is always a catch. It ain't a free lunch, and sometimes artists find this out when the hidden costs come into play. Lastly, there is the 360 deal. Now pay close attention, because this one has a dark side to it. With this record deal, the label doesn't just want a cut of your music sales, they want a piece of everything, and I mean everything. Concerts, merch sales, even that commercial appearance. Basically, labels want their cake and they want to eat it too. But we must be really careful about talking about this type of deal. These are the things some people would rather keep hidden.
So they killed this $20 million guy, but they reaped $60 million in benefits. Wow. And they had some people from your city do it.
Well, I wasn't able to find proof that this is the case, but there is more than one way to have a terminal list. What I am about to share with you is far more questionable and evil than an assassin's to-do list.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the rap game ain't nothing but the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's in the rap game? Foolio supposed to be trap, was supposed to be street. You know what I'm saying? In the streets, I ain't never trust nobody. So, now, years later, and I'm on doing some whole nutters, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, now I don't trust nobody. So I just feel like, oh, this ain't gonna move.
One hand, record labels can provide valuable resources, promotion, and opportunities to reach a wider audience. They can also offer financial support and expertise in navigating the music industry. However, as we've seen, the contractual terms and the way labels manage artist assets after their death can be contentious. It's important for artists to carefully consider their options, negotiate contracts that protect their interests, and seek legal advice when necessary. Owning your masters and diversifying income through investments, like property and life insurance, can provide more financial stability and control over your career and legacy. Ultimately, whether signing with a record label is beneficial depends on individual circumstances, goals, and the specific terms of the agreement. Artists should weigh the potential benefits against the risks and make informed decisions that align with their long-term interests and values.